Yes, here the question, picture study on the page number 65, that observe the picture of animals given alongside and answer the following question. So after observing this picture which is giving alongside of the question, you have to just answer few questions. First question, which of the above animals, we hear the picture of animals are there, so which one is categorized as a primary consumer and which one is categorized as secondary consumer? Fine. So just raise your hand. Okay. Umra. Yes. Umra, you tell me. Umra. Umra, you are not audible.
Ma'am, this one, ma'am, mouse is a primary consumer and snake is a secondary consumer and eagle is eagle is a territory consumer.
Tertiary. Tertiary. Correct pronunciation is tertiary. Okay, now raise your hand for the second question. Which component of the food chain is missing in this picture? Yes.
Ma'am, I think.
What? Yes. Yes, you tell me. Okay, Nabiha, you tell me. Nabiha. You're not audible, Nabiha. Yes.
Yes, ma'am, I already gave my answer. It's producers.
Producers. It was not audible that time. Okay, so the next question is, arrange the animal into a meaningful food chain. So these animals, they should be arranged, means which should come first and then second and third. So they should be arranged so that they are arranged in a meaningful food chain. Yes. Yes. Afira, you tell me.
And first will be the rat, it's the primary consumer. Then the snake is a secondary consumer, and then eagle is a tertiary consumer. Sorry, hawk.
Okay. So there should be first primary consumer, then secondary consumer, then tertiary consumer. The arrows should the towards the snake, and then another arrow towards the eagle. Okay, so now the next question is that if the energy produced at the producer level is 100%, just listen the question carefully. If
Hello,
energy
ma'am, you are not audible.
if energy produced at the producer level is 100%, what percent of energy will the hawk receive? Means if 100% is just received by the producers of 100% of producers, how much will be reached to the tertiary consumer hawk? Yes. Sadiqa, yes.
Ma'am, should I answer?
Sadiqa, I ask.
Ma'am, should I answer?
Sadiqa. Okay, you tell
Yes,
me.
ma'am.
Yes, Sadiqa, give me the answer of this question. How much will be reached to the tertiary consumer or the house?
10%, ma'am.
10% of producers means produce after
No,
producer.
ma'am. 10%. First of all, the rat will.
Rat will get the 10%, and then okay, Nabiha, you tell me.
Will be 90% will be consumed and 10% will be stored. Then when hawk will eat the snake, then the 10% whatever will be stored, it will be passed to the hawk.
Hmm. And then
Then
means like 10% they get the herbivores, and after herbivore what percentage of the energy will be reached to the next level, that is secondary consumer. Yes. Hmm? Means on every level 90% is lost and only 10% will be reaching to the next what you can say
Trophic.
next trophic level.
yes,
So it on three stages, like they are asking by showing the three pictures, that herbivores, carnivores, and primary producer, secondary producer, and tertiary producer. So to the primary producer only 10% reach.
yes, ma'am. You are not audible.
Okay, to the primary producer only 10% reach, and of 10% to the next level of that 10%, that only how much will be reached of 10%, then 90% of the 10% will be just you means like 9% it is lost and 1% is
Ma'am, you are
left.
not audible.
Am I not audible still? I'm not. Why means like I'm speaking. I'm not audible to everyone.
GK Civics in 6th class will take.
Yes, still I'm not audible. Still I'm not
Hello,
audible.
ma'am.
Hmm.
Now you're audible. Yes, ma'am. Now you're audible.
So it will be like 0.01% will be reached to the tertiary level of that 100% means I'm not asking how much is lost, means 90% of lost of the previous trophic level and the 10% is reached to the next trophic level, but right now we have to compare with the first trophic level to the last trophic level, means from the producer to the tertiary consumer. So the on every level it is lost 90%. So in the in traffic of the tertiary level there will be 0.01% will be reached of that 100%. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the next question is define a food web. This we have discussed in previous class also. So just raise your hand. What is food web?
My tell.
Dua, yes. Dua.
Ma'am, food web is a complex.
Yes. I don't know your voice. People today not
Ma'am,
audible
should I
to me.
answer?
I asked what
Ma'am,
is
should I tell the answer?
Okay, I asked from Dua.
May I tell?
Yes.
Ma'am, your voice is coming.
Yes, tell me.
Am I?
I asked from Dua.
A complex web like natural food chain is food web.
Complex.
Web like natural food chain.
It's interconnecting pattern of food chain. The multiple food chains, they are interconnected naturally. Food web means because of this interconnection, they get the web like pattern. Means the one animal is eaten by the many animals. So when you try to make the food chain by using those animals, you will get that there is interconnection between these different food chains. So this interconnection of the food chains, that is actually the food web, because this interconnection will give the web like pattern. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyway, to move to the next part of this exercise, that is second question, and observe the picture given alongside and answer the question that follow. Here the picture is given. Who will tell what is this picture? Just raise your hand. Before starting the questions, I just want to know what is this picture. Here, Shema, you tell me. Shema, you tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
What is this picture? Alongside of the second question, one picture is given on the page number 65. What is this picture?
Ma'am, label the part marked A is root nodules.
Yes, means they are actually what? They are what you can say root with the lateral branches, means the secondary branches, and with the root hairs, and they have the root nodules on them. So basically this picture of the leguminous root, the plant roots of the leguminous plants, roots of leguminous plants. So this picture is taproot, and taproot is
Ma'am, your
specifically
voice is breaking a lot.
the taproot is specifically of leguminous plants. Leguminous plants specialty, you know that they have nodules in their roots. And the function of the nodules, can you tell me? Yes, you just raise your hand. Yes. A few hands only raised, where the other hands are.
Ma'am, you are not audible. Your voice isn't audible. It's
not
coming a little and it's going.
everybody
Now it's audible.
to everyone. I am not audible.
Yes, ma'am. And now your voice is breaking. You are audible. But in between your voice is breaking.
It's I don't know why. Anyway, so means like tell me what is the function of the root nodules which is present in the leguminous plants. Leguminous roots of the leguminous plants. Yes, few hands always. Why these few hands? Why the other are not taking part? Why not participating? Swaliha Sultan. Swaliha Sultan.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, what is the function of root nodules of roots of the leguminous plants?
Ma'am, they have a relationship with the organisms that are present in the environment. They convert the bacteria. They convert nitrogen, and the roots they provide them shelter and nutrition to these organisms.
So the function of the nodules, what? It's a shelter for the rhizobium bacteria.
Yes.
It's a shelter for the rhizobium bacteria. It's a home for yes. Anyway, so the label the part marked as A. What is this? Yes. What is the A which is marked in the picture? What is this? Yes, raise your hand. Yes, Shema, you tell me, Shema.
Ma'am, these are the root nodules.
Root nodule. And you were not there in my previous class? You were not there in my previous class. What happened? You are not audible at all. I don't know what you said. Anyway, be regular, okay? So they are the root nodules, okay? Now the next question, identify the microorganism that lives within the part shown in the picture. Means in the root nodules, which organism lives? Just now we discussed, that is Rhizobium bacteria. So Rhizobium bacteria lives in root nodules of leguminous plants. Then the next question is, mention one way by which the plant benefit from the microorganism. That also everybody knows. Yes, what benefit they get from the microorganism, what benefit they get from the Rhizobium bacteria. So you just raise your hand, and this is very disappointing that the few hands always raised, and this is the question that is very, means I told you many times this point. So this should be, known to everyone. Fidyan, you tell me. Fidyan. Fidyan. Yes, Fatma Zafar.
Ma'am, you're not audible right now.
Fatma Zafar. Fatma Zafar. Nabiha Nadeem. Nabiha. Why I'm not audible? I don't know. Nabiha.
Am I there?
Yes, means like I'm not audible at all. I'm shouting this much, and connectivity.
Yeah, ma'am, you're completely audible.
So why you people confused me this much that you are not audible by saying this? Anyway,
Wait a second. Ma'am,
yes, yes. Tell me this: how the plant get benefited with the microorganism which lives in the root nodule? Are you telling? Nabiha, are you telling?
ma'am, should I answer, Munazza?
Okay, you
Ma'am, I
are.
have not answered.
Okay, Munazza,
Ma'am,
you
it's right,
answer. I
But
don't.
I didn't. Okay, ma'am.
One at a time.
You
One at a time.
mention
One at a
one way
time.
by which
Today's a connectivity problem. Yes. I don't know what. Shafaq, you tell me. Shafaq.
ma'am, is my answer correct?
It was not audible. You both are started speaking at the same time, and what you said, it was not audible at all. You say
Ma'am,
again.
the one way by which the plant benefits from the organism is the Rhizobium bacteria. It converts atmospheric nitrogen into simple nitrogenous compounds which are easy to be absorbed by the
Into
plant. In this way,
absorbable.
the microorganism helps.
Not you. You say that absorbable nitrogen. Usable nitrogen means the form of nitrogen which plant can use. Here you don't use simple, okay? Because that is simple only, means in the air, that is in the form of molecule, means like it's in the form of molecules. So that is the simple form, but that in that form plant cannot utilize. So Rhizobium bacteria convert into usable form. So the next question, name the type of plant which bear this kind of roots. This I told you in so many times right now only leguminous plants. What is the relationship between the microorganisms? Next question, name the type of plant which bear this kind of roots. So many times I told you now only that is leguminous plant. Now what is the relationship between the microorganism and the root called? Here this leguminous plant and the rhizobium bacteria. So what is the relationship between these two? Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, why don't you try rejoining the meeting?
Okay, I can. That's very good. Okay. So here the last question of the means last part of the second question. What is the relationship between the microorganism and the root
Ma'am,
nodule?
again your voice got disconnected.
Again. So tell me the E part of the second question. Just raise your hand. Raise your
Ma'am,
hand.
should I?
Just wait a minute. Let me check. Okay. Afira, yes. Tell me. Afira.
How can I answer this question?
I asked from Afira. Afira. Shafaq Fatma. Shafaq.
Oh God.
Nobody is answering. Yes, you tell me then. I don't know, I am not audible or what is the problem today. Yes, Nabia, you tell me. To you only I am audible, rest all are means like they. Yes, you tell me. Tell me.
I think you should rejoin the meeting because I think these people
I restarted the. I rejoined. So that I rejoined the class, beta. And I'm able to listen your voice. Sadiqa, you tell me. Sadiqa. I'm not audible. How will I teach then? Yes, Shema. Shema, Shafaq, Dua. To nobody I am audible.